Starting off with tambour. Just a review. Alright, continuing our warm-up, just kind of reviewing this one. This is what we did last semester, and it's going on our spring concert as well. So, just to make sure you're prepared for that and still remembering it. Rhythmic, if you have the melody, be out there, but if you're not the melody, remember to hold back. Look at the dynamics. We talked about those, but those are the first things to leave when it's been a while since we've done a piece, I think. So, there we are. Congratulations, whoever was in the proper key.
Sweetheart, come along with me to the music so entrancing. Gay and lively melodies, they will set your feet a-dancing. Come to the dance with me, and the bells sing, and the hearts go glad, and joy is ours, my darling. Come to the dance with me, and the bells sing, and the hearts go glad, and joy is ours, my darling. Boom, boom, the bass is so big, the cymbals sing so merry. The bass is so big, the cymbals sing so merry. The bass is merry, sing the merry, sing the bass, the bass, do tea, the bass, and the bass, dance and turn to the music, lively step and toss to the pleasure, sprightly, more and more and more and more. Never never dance to the music, lively step and toss to the pleasure, sprightly, dance and never ride, never ride, standing, going gracefully like a jellyfish swaying tower. Heaven sent you to be mine, heaven's eyes so bright a dower. Your sweet face is my heart regarding, all more fair with your blushing smile and roses fresh in the garden. Your sweet face is my heart regarding, all more fair with your blushing smile and roses fresh in the garden. And roses fresh in the garden. A tambour, 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 booyah, la-di-do-ri. My sighs and trust my heart to his love, for you say, to his love, for you to sigh, with some love for society. Brothers, face for the court and will you give my honor, my joy is lost forever. Brothers, face for the court and will you be my only, my one love true, and joy will last me forever. Joy, joy, joy will last forever. Joy, joy, joy will last forever. Joy is just to the court and will you be my only, my one love true, and joy forever. Joy, oh joy, oh brothers, face for the court and will you be my only, my one love true, and joy will last forever.
Give you a big adder on the end, so be watching for that, because we kind of just have those.
I just got serious. I'm giving you a big deal.
We performed it better. I'll put it that way. What I kind of feel like is that we're just slogging through something really sticky, and the minute I stop clapping or pushing, then we just start slogging again. Now, granted, we have people that are sight reading, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're allowed to.
It's their fault.
Oh, sure. I know you guys.
Rust is a valid excuse too.
Yours not that much. It's the English that you screwed up.
Start bottom of 7. we're staying in June. It's just bogging down and not enjoying the danceness of it.
Start where?
Bottom of 7.
Boom, the bass is booming.
Boom, the bass is booming. Well, here we go. 1 and 2.
Boom, the bass is
Strike the cymbals, I'm so merry.
The bass is
Strike the cymbals, I'm so merry. Strike the merry cymbals, I'm let's send the bass to victory. Hear the claps and gaiety to the merry time.
Dance and turn to the music, lively step and toss to the measure sprightly. More and more and more and more. Never dance and turn to the music, lively step and toss to the measure sprightly. More and more, never end. More and more, never end.
I lost the tenors on 9, so we're
I got a late start and I
I was
couldn't
being
catch up.
distracted by the folder thing.
Sorry,
And I was like, something under it.
I was trying to find the music.
Sorry,
so fast.
Alright, take 7 at the bottom one more time. Keep this really far forward. Don't try to swallow this up, because that's where we'll bog down tempo-wise too, so.
It really is easy if we just flip that on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We don't have time or anything like that, so anything else, so. Alright, here we are, bottom of 7 right on 1 and 2.
Boom, the bass is
Strike the
booming.
cymbals, I'm so merry.
The bass is
Strike the
booming.
cymbals, I'm so merry.
The
Strike
bass
the
is
merry cymbals, I'm like sand, the bass to the bass to the bass. Singing the times and the times and the gaiety to the merry time. Dance and turn to the music, lively step and toss to the measure sprightly. More and more and more and more. Never dance and turn to the music, lively step and toss to the measure sprightly. More and more, never end.
Bellowing gracefully like a gently swaying tower. Heaven sent you to me, my nerves dance so bright and dower. Your sweet face is my heartbeat gallery, one more fill when you blush and smile and roses fresh in a garden. Your sweet face is my heartbeat gallery, one more fill when you blush and smile and roses fresh in a garden.
Roses fresh in the garden.
A tumble, 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 Borianda Dori,
Sopranos, I know it's wicked. Bottom of 12, top of 13.
I feel like I'm better.
You gotta be
I may as
quieter.
well just not be singing, because I'm gonna be singing it.
Because the basses have the melody and they like it. They're up in a range where they can really go. But just because you're so much higher than everything else, you have to like pull back even more than you would have. Can we start right at 11? The 2 measures before, where the basses start their move, or their melody there. Bending, bowing gracefully. Stay right on it. 2 measures before the end of 11. Here we go.
Bending, bowing gracefully like a gently swaying tower. Heaven sent you to be my rehearsal prize a dower. Your sweet face is a heartbeat gallery, warm or fair when you blush and smile and roses fresh in the garden. Your sweet face is a heartbeat gallery, warm or fair when you blush and smile and roses fresh in the garden.
Roses fresh in the garden.
A tumble, 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 Orianda Dori,
For you,
Flower, flower, garden, garden, flower.
Yep, that good old strong.
The ladies were doing it nicely.
Oh no, I hear oh no.
Oh no, talk about that.
All right, get out the pizza.
Yeah, it's now I'm
Boy. Hey. Hey. You said Chicago Italian. Hey, how you doing? You're being Tony. Wake up to the horses heading to bed.
So there is a recording of this on our website, but any of you that have sung along and gone, whoa, that feels a little high. It is high. It's a major third higher than we're singing it. Just so, I mean, it's perfectly fine. You can listen to it. You can sing off with it even if you want to. If you're, you know, most of us don't go too high in this one, but there might be a little for the sopranos and tenors. They're kind of like, wow. So just be aware, it's higher, but it had the right tempo and the right verses and everything. So that's the one that I wanted to use, even though it's not right. Okay, go to the tum 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 ta-ra on the second page in the middle. Right rhythm.
There is no school today.
Alright.
Yes, he is still alive.
See where we are, right on the tum tum. Here.
32.
Yeah, the 3-2 bar right where you start on the tom. Tum 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 ta. 1 and go and tum 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 ta ya tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra. Same thing, a little faster and tum 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 ta ya tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra. Breathe in measure 26 after the first note and in measure 28 after the first note.
Do you want us to slow down a bit?
No, well, on the last verse we will, but don't get in the habit of doing it every time. So, and it's an interesting thing because it ends on an open. There's no me in that chord. It's just do's and so's. So we have to make sure it's nice and in tune. Good. One more time. Ton-ton. 1 and go. Tum 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 ta ya tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra. I'm still not getting the breath in 26 after the first note. Same thing. Here we go. Tum 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 ta ya tum 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 ta ya re ra tum 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 ta ya re ra. Tum 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 ta ya re ra. There we go. This
Could
is
I
one.
just take a moment and recognize the event that just occurred, where Lori was encouraging us to take a breath.
Too even.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Too even.
This has happened
And
all
chastising us for not breathing.
For not breathing, yeah.
Gregor is 55.
They're giving you allowances.
Right. We talked, for any who were not here last week, we talked about flipping those R's, not tum-ta, re-ra, re-ra, re-ra. Scooby-Doo, we are not. So, re-ra, 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 re-ra. It just flips a lot, it goes a lot faster, a lot easier if you'll flip that through there. Okay, if you don't speak Italian, get out your pencils or whatever you need to do. We're going to go over the first verse Italian.
Shyla Gagliarda.
China Gagliardo. We won't have Paul teach us.
Key, not she, but key. The C and the H together when followed by an I or an E makes a key. Okay, so key, la, ga with a hard G, liar. That second G is just really not even there. Gagliarda.
So why they put it there?
It's like a, yeah, like a million.
It's like a yeah in like in million.
Yeah.
Like a, yeah.
And then we sing that again. Ki la ga ya na don. Is it a nay or a
It's like
nay?
a nay.
Nay. All the way to
It's
the
not
nay.
a,
Don.
Don't go to the A.
We have an extra pencil.
Don.
It's an accident.
Does anybody have extra pencil? Mine ran out of lead.
Here, get one in the driveway.
Alright, so donut. Sopranos, you'll notice your boom is all on one really quick little note there. You and the tenors and the basses, boom, pa, ra, re. Flip those R's because you'll never have time otherwise. Or altos, you have a longer one, but
So we just go straight
pa.
to E.
Boing.
Don't hold the O.
Is it split equally if it's 2 words? Boing, pa, for the altos, that's what I thought. So split that, boing, pa, ra, re, ki, la.
Okay.
So just pretend like
Anybody,
it's
anybody needs a pencil, there's a bunch of them right there.
There you go. So I know you have different rhythms and that kind of thing. For right now, everybody look at the soprano line and speak the soprano line together. Starting at the beginning. Ready? And Ki la ga ya da. Ki la ga ya da. Don re boing pa ra re. Got that? Yeah? Shall we sing that much? Slowly like that? Ki, la, ga, ya, la. It won't go this tempo, but while you're doing Italian. 3 and 4. Ki, la, ga, ya, ya. Sorry, sopranos, I did a bad note, so my bad. Same thing one more time. 3, 4. Ki, la, and then we would go on in the second ending, the, ni, te, a. Put most of the sound on the a. The, ni, te, a, no. Because it's
It's an A-E,
They are.
E-A.
it's an
Te,
EA.
On this is that's not CHI.
On our printed copies, it's TE hyphen, elided with an
We
A.
have the little like squiggly A with E together.
Nope. Venite a noi, K, there's the C-H-E, K, siamo, mastrifini, mastrifini. So those ones, noi, sia, sia.
Wait, I have a question. After we sang the part we just sang,
Uh-huh.
whatever, then it starts key over again.
And we do the same first words, yes. Ki la da yada again.
This is gonna be ki la ga re.
Gare. Oh, okay, I got it. Sorry, I was thinking it was Galiarda, and I didn't know how to pronounce. Never mind.
Well, no.
On the,
Well,
well,
no,
you do, you're right.
I was
I'm
curious
You
with
go-
the
you
second.
go
You do,
straight
you go back, sorry, but you do, on the repeat.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I was thinking
On the
this
repeat.
was
And then
the
you-
second
and then you
ga,
skip
and I
the
was
first
like, how do you
skip the
pronounce
first
that? Right.
Sorry, and then you skip that first one when you go back, you end up there. Yeah.
Right.
I'm used
Got the first and second ending down? Okay, and then top of the second page, mastrifini, mastrifini. Okay, there it is again. Is there anything special about the accent over the E that I need to pronounce? Okay.
No.
Ke, di, se, rea, di, ma, tina, mai, man, kia, no chi, kia, mo, ma, manchiamo.
Or is it my, it's a word.
My, two syllables, yeah, my. And usually in Italian, you kind of go to the second one, so. Chiamo di sonare. Yeah. My daughter's in Italy on a mission right now, and I was listening to a Science Friday podcast, and they were talking with this Italian physicist, and he spoke really good English, but he sounded like an Italian speaking English, and there were just these extra, all of this stuff, and I could just see him, doing his hands and all that stuff, and it was so fun to listen to. Like, yes, this is so great. I love it.
He is Italian.
All right, shall we try that whole verse? I'm going to hang out over here just in case.
In case we spit.
Yeah, something like that. But from the beginning, yeah, all of the first verse. Still slowly, because we're still figuring out the Italian. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where do you want the transition from one?
You basically go to the second one.
So once it's
Immediately go to the second one?
Pretty much. Yeah. Chiamo.
That's the only way you're going to come on. The first one, that's
Not in Italian, yeah.
It's trying to kid living in the noise.
That's the one that I'm not sure of, because on all the recordings I listen to, they all go no-oi. So,
I was gonna
Debbie, Ellen, on the N-O-I, where it's a half note or a held note, noise, do they still go noi?
No, I do the O to the I.
Oh, okay. All of the recordings that I listen to do that. It's like, okay, well, that's breaking the other rule, but it sounds better on the no.
Yeah.
So again, same thing on the my, where you got my in a half note. Put the E, the I just at the end. So my.
But the other one's kya, combined to that.
Doi.
Yeah. So it's not as bad as French. So look at it.
That's true.
French is not that.
It's so bad.
If you speak it, it's not bad.
That's just what they speak in outer darkness.
You're started.
All right.
German is the
Same thing. First verse. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
Start in the second ending.
For where?
Benita, second ending at 1. Oh wait, somebody gets there. It always makes me weird when somebody brings switch back. 1, 2. Is it getting better? Can we go a little faster? At the Benita second ending, one more time, a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And that they're different from everybody else, yeah. Yeah, those dotted at the top of the second page where everybody has the different set off. Benita, one more time, and I'm not going to play. So, unless something's wrong. So, same tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. madrigals is that the rhythms, although we're in 4/4, technically, or 2/2, however you want to look at it, when we get to the bottom of the first page into the top of the second page, it's almost more of a back and forth 3 feel, that triplet feel, even though technically all the notes fit into a 4/4 measure, it doesn't feel like 4/4 anymore until we get to the end of that section, and then we go into 3/2, which just kind of takes us back to that almost a 6/8 feel. Can we try the whole verse a little faster?
I have a suggestion too, if anybody's having a hard time flipping their R's, especially on the re-ra, it's a lot easier to do a soft D. Because I'm kind of still hearing people doing the re-ra, and I know flipping an R is not always easy.
Right.
When we lived in Spain, Ali had a really hard time at first flipping those R's, and so it took a while.
That works.
But a soft D, just barely on that palate. A D, ra,
And
ra.
I'd
A
rather
lot
have
better
a soft
than
D than the
re-ra,
R,
re-ra.
yes, yes. Yeah. The whole verse, from the very beginning, with first and second ending, all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 da. That's how fast it is in 4. We'll actually be thinking in 2, but there we are. 1, 2, here.
I just need to hear that.
Alright, 1 and 2, and here we go.
my brain was like,
Try it again and I'll stay here and help Ready too. That same tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And we're staying open, yeah. This isn't the chant. So that would be cool. Please take some time this week and go over the Italian on this. The only way to make foreign languages not so foreign is to spend more time with them. So listen to the recording on there, even though it's higher, even if you don't sing along with it, just listening to it and getting those syllables in your ears and all of that.
And this one's higher too? Or is that the tambour that's higher?
No, it's this one that's higher, yeah. Tambour is in the right spot, as far as I know. All right.
I thought maybe you were referring to a new recording of tambour.
No.
Gotcha.
All right. In hymns of praise. Anybody with a paper copy, take the copied in hymns of praise and tape it on the back. Don't try to tape it over page 4 or whatever that last page is. Tape it right to the back because there are times that we'll actually need to do this part, so I don't want to get rid of it. But so after the ladies finish verse 3, and tenors and basses join us. So after 55 at the bottom of 4, we'll do that little interlude. During the interlude, you're turning the page and we're singing verse 4 all the way through, and you'll notice at the very end, the last measures and a half or so.
So is this different than the little piece of paper that was taken before?
Yes, it is. This is different. So take off the little.
Is that in the folders or?
We've got some.
Yeah, that was it.
I didn't know there was more music.
Today.
That's why it says.
Oh. I was distracted by everything else on the
There was
board.
a lot of the word. I agree.
That's why Ali was there putting music in.
Yes, you are 55.
Max, just be happy you remembered your name.
I guess it's the little things that matter right now, with his memory going.
So there's tape coming across, and just put that on the
So I
back.
think it's
No, it's not
like
10. No, I can't find it.
Oh, that's right, there is no 10.
nine, but I cannot.
He's already seen everything.
Just to make
But I have lead.
Okay, while we're stopped and all of that,
Hear it?
we did not have our choir Christmas
You know what you
party.
need to do? You need to get the lead out.
So now it's a
Yeah, it's what you need to do.
So now we can do a Valentine's party or something like that. So will you get out your calendars and let's see if we can find a date where most of us, at least, can gather and have.
Well, because some of us will be dead.
Oh, I-
Maybe.
You don't get every.
Your word,
Okay.
You're gonna get
Let's see, Robert.
Did you have the
I'm all game.
Mr. Roger Vine.
They're look at the bright side. Every day you make new friends again.
Mine won't be that
I had my fun on Facebook.
Yes, you did. Now is constant la 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 la. Look at I. Okay, now I have
For the
one
11th.
getting seen on it.
Right.
Ich habe es nicht. Ich habe es nicht.
Doesn't do as much time though.
Is that number not the number? That's interesting.
So these are the 2 weekends around Valentine's Day. Valentine's is a Tuesday or whatever, so not gonna have it on that date, but. So take a look at your calendars.
Well, if it's any decision, because I can't do it Friday or Saturday, the 17th or the 18th. So if you care, sit there, maybe, whatever, I can only do it the 10th or the 11th.
You were the social chairman.
Yeah, we kinda need her there, so.
Just saying, so for me, the Friday and Saturday, the 17th, 18th, I won't be.
Okay. This is regional choir for anybody that has kids in that, but that's usually gonna be a conflict if we meet later. Yeah.
My mom can chant the regionals.
I don't know if they're on the same date or not.
I don't know if they're, I know they're doing their auditions this weekend.
Okay.
All fast.
Yeah, our auditions are this weekend too, so it's probably pretty close. All right, so Friday the 10th or Saturday the 11th. Raise your hand if you cannot be there on Friday the 10th, for sure. Okay, or how many cannot be there on Saturday the 11th?
What time?
Evening, evening.
I need Stephanie to be there. I just love it.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, there you go. I'm not
So it's 4 and 4 either way. We could go down to Friday the 24th.
Don't not do it because I couldn't be there. I'm a party pooper anyway.
That's where we.
Yeah, we love Jan, so, yeah.
We can't do the 24th
Okay, so that's all right.
or the 25th.
What's the 24th?
Board party.
Oh, right, and then you're kind of in charge of that, so.
24th is a pioneer.
Yeah,
Day.
what we did morning and sleep.
That's all February.
So there's been a request for possibly the morning of the 11th.
My day is a little,
But it's half off down.
I'm wearing pajamas.
I really want to cancel.
You can still go.
we could probably do the evening better than the day on the 11th. There is something certainly on the 11th that we're planning on going to that we might be able to shift around. And then,
So happy to see you.
That makes one of us.
Why?
Totally random, but I ran into Haley on
Can you
Thursday.
be at a party on?
At Mary Kay. Get your face to it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, sure, I need a girl's
I
night.
can do the morning or the evening of the 11th, so.
So what deal?
Okay, 3 different times. Friday night in the evening, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, on the 10th and the 11th. So raise your hands high if you know you cannot be there on Friday the 10th.
Four, pretty much.
If you can't be there on Saturday morning, the 11th.
Yeah,
4.
What? That's girl
it's
weekend.
gonna be doomed.
Yeah. And Saturday evening. Raise them high if you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's just gonna be some of us that can't think back there.
No reason, it's busy.
Yeah,
No reason, you're just busy that day?
What?
Hey, let's be real. Ask the wife.
She was the one raising her hand going, where's your hand? So we'll go for Friday the 10th. And we'll get more information out. I know that Melissa likes to do the online invite, sign up for stuff online. So when that comes out to you in your email or text or whatever, please respond to that and say, I will bring syrup or butter or
You
whatever
know,
it is.
the only
So.
thing that will show up will be waffles. That'll be it, nothing else.
And I love waffles, just ask Gregor, but I would like to have something to put on them, so.
And in the morning?
I'll make 'em.
If you haven't been there recently, please go back. I have spent over the last 3 weeks about 20 hours on the website. It's fixed. Everything works. There's some new things. For example, you don't have to go to YouTube anymore to find our last rehearsal video. If you don't show up that week, when you log in, it's there glaring you in the face because you weren't there. Have a link directly to it. Or all the archives are there for all our rehearsals for the past 365 days. There you go. They're still on YouTube, but they're links from our website. Please go in if you haven't recently and update your profile. Make sure we got your right name and address and that kind of stuff.
number.
Email.
And for all of you who never have changed your password, there's going to be a red thing glaring at you until you do.
But I like that. That's good, because like.
What if we don't want to change our password?
My password.
Then have red all the time.
It's been the same password, it's been the same password for 10 years, why should I change it now?
Yes,
So I don't have a money tab.
over to the left-hand side.
Is it different on the phone versus on the computer?
Yes, there's nothing on, that's the mobile
Okay, so
one.
that's why I'm looking
Yeah,
at this.
sorry, the mobile one is just very basic for on-the-go stuff.
What is this money tab? Where's my money tab?
Sorry about that. Yeah,
Okay,
at home when you look at that. Other questions? Yes.
A couple, and I don't know if it's just an issue on for me, but a few of the recordings in there, when there's an error message, there's no recording, is that?
Well, that's because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, there are some that don't have recordings.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime you're in the library and you click something and it doesn't work, it's because it's not there yet. Either we haven't made it, the rehearsal track, or we haven't found a recording, or we haven't uploaded it, or something like that. We'll eventually get to it.
And a negative balance means that we owe.
Yes.
Which is a nice segue.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Since we've been speaking Italian.
No.
How you doing?
Are you talking to me?
Me and Guido, we hit a collect. No, the choir council, we talked about, there's some people, and I'm one of the worst offenders, I'm on the hit list, that are significantly behind in dues.
I was one of the 4.
If you're, yeah,
Totally.
yeah, pretty much, you know. I have taken on the assignment, I will be contacting the offenders individually. And it's no pressure. This is a, hey, if you can't make it up, let's work something out. If we have to cut some off, if we have to, you know, you can pay some of it. We just figured, there were some talks, you know, we just figured, hey, something is better than nothing. So I'll be contacting you individually and just having a friend-to-friend talk. It's not a, hey, we're here to collect or we're gonna break the kneecaps. Okay? Wait, this is choir. We're gonna punch you in the throat.
I had a quick question. Spouses, can the spouse get on and pay their spouse?
All you need to do is know your spouse's invoice number.
Yep.
And if you
Because
don't?
they get an email, and after paying 3 of them, you can recognize the pattern. They're probably 1 or 2 away from you.
Okay.
Anyway, and then when you're paying yours, there's a little plus button to add an invoice number, and you just plug in the invoice number and add it to it.
Yeah, so if you log on as your spouse and then look up their number, the way I did it is I just log on with her login name, made a note of the invoice number, and then just added it to mine.
Anyways, we had like, how much money was there? $1,700 or something like that?
Paul, one thing I discovered, if it's still showing a negative balance, but you don't have any invoices listed, that's because the default on the drop down there is 90 days.
Right, you can go back and
So if
go
you
back
pick up
forever,
there,
you go back to a
say, show me
year.
all of them.
Yeah,
And
if you go up
that's
to the
how I
top,
found
you
it.
can, there's a drop down menu where you can look farther back. Negative means you owe,
Okay.
you're in the hole.
No, that's fine.
You're
That's
in
what
the
I thought,
red.
and he said that, and I was like, you owe me.
And I found when I went to do that call, that anything that was still open that I was offending on actually had an open box, you could select those and then pay them all right now.
So, like I said, I'm as guilty or guiltier than anybody on the list, so don't feel bad, we'll just.
One thing, Gregor, just so you're aware, I don't know whether emails with invoices went out. because
Emails do not work in the app,
Okay.
period.
Okay. Because you had mentioned that you'd be getting an email with an invoice and we never.
I haven't received an email. That's no excuse, I'm just saying I haven't received an
great.
invoice for a
So
long
that
time.
was the thing.
Yeah, that's my next project, is get email working again.
I mean,
So that might,
Early on-
part of it was just some of us, it was sort of out of sight, out of mind.
Early on, I did receive them, but I haven't received one in a long time.
Right.
But
Well,
it's not an excuse, it's just,
We'll get our treasurer on that
We
too.
forget.
No,
anyways,
problems with the emails. That's what's-
the 3 little piggies are going to come for a visit.
Good thing I got mine taken care of. Woo.
It's not on that website.
Okay, one shot through in hymns of praise.
It's not on that website. You're right.
So remember, when we get to the bottom of page 4, there's that little
When you
interlude.
go through on your phone.
Turn the
you go to
page.
website, and then you go to-
Right.
And then switch back.
No, stay there. It goes all the way to the end.
Where's the individual?
Exalt his name in loud acclaim, his mighty power adore. And humbly bow before him now, our King forevermore. Beneath his hand and his command, the shining planets to all below. They daily show his wisdom and his love. Exalt his name with loud acclaim, his mighty power adore. And humbly bow before him now, our King forevermore.
Little flock that the Son of the sparrow is small, they too shall share his tender care. He made and loves them all. Exalt his name, his loud acclaim, his mighty power adore.
Humbly bow before him now, our King forevermore. Sing again in lofty strain to him who dwells on high. To prayers and songs of praise he sweetly will reply. Exalt his name in loud acclaim, his mighty power adore. And humbly bow before him now, our King forevermore.
You don't go back. Scan. I copied the ending right on the bottom of it, so don't go back. Did everybody get that? Once you take this to the back page, that's it.
7? Okay.
There's no going back.
I went there, but didn't know where we were. Where does that?
The fourth term. Right.
Ah,
Here. And then just
I, for years was choir director with like 0 budget, so I got really good at, having a hymn arrangement that the pianist would play from, and we would just kind of make it work with that, and we'll use just the sopranos here, or sopranos and altos, and then we'd stick in a verse right from the hymn book, and, we'd play, my poor accompanist would be, okay, play this part of this, now switch to this, and then go back over here, and, yeah. But it's a way of doing it when you have no budget, so.
Hope you can do it.
Festival Gloria.
Deactivate it.
Yeah. That's
Wow, do I have it in to do this song?
I hope
I can do it.
so. This is with strings and percussion, but yeah, sing along for now, so. Sally. We'll be passing it around and all of that stuff, so. So this has a great cymbal part and all of that stuff. While we're singing this, be thinking of those beautiful long vowels. Gloria, right?
Just me.
We sing the word Gloria a lot of times.
Does Haley know?
We don't want to switch to Gloria. We get lazy after a while.
I'm tired.
Alright, from the beginning, just imagine the cymbal crashes and all of that crazy violin stuff and all of that stuff.
Gloria,
This is the case. Oh, if you have a fingerprint, you can just. And then
It's actually kind of fun to go back and hear this stripped back down. You know, I get so caught up in all of the other stuff and cueing the cello and the violins and, you know, listening for all of the stuff that they're doing. It's nice to just, there was one alto something somewhere that I went, oh, I like that. I hadn't really noticed that with all of the other. Yeah, it was right. I just like, it's buried in there. All right, onward.
It's so empty.
It's right.
So are we doing that for the fireside?
Yes, that's for the Easter fireside.
Oh, by the way, Lori, can I make something? We might get to do our the Easter stuff 2 additional times, depending on what happens with the state. And then Tower Point might hire us to come back and do the Easter. This concert, Easter.
Cool, great.
So,
As
as long as they pay. We're still trying to get paid to do stuff like that. I should have it in the next couple days.
Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on all of that. Yeah. So this one, let's just read it through and see what you think. There is Debussy in all of the parts, so I'm really sorry that there aren't any more alto ones here. Hope, are you singing alto one now?
I am.
Okay, if you'll come up here and sit with Bree. Then.
Go over to the dark side. Hi, I'm on this side.
Hey, it's a party on the dark side.
We have food. Not really. I wish we did.
So even if it's a 3-way split at one particular spot, just stay on your line and sing whatever it is. So second sopranos, only, you know, alto ones don't jump up and try to do anything else. We'll stay on our lines because it's back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Good. New piece. This is new for everybody. This way we're with it. And it's very slow and very lots of fermatas and everything. So. Well, they're short phrases.
Lori just said.
But it's got look in it.
It's a new piece for everyone.
We're covered.